Thank you guys so much. I am your host. Welcome one, welcome all. This is the show where we talk everything McMorris and McMorris. If you are not familiar with McMorris and McMorris, it was a TV show on MTV filmed 7 years ago.
My brother Mark is sitting on the peak of professional snowboarding right now, about to drop in.
I have a dream come true of a job.
Before I go any further, I want to bring in my co-host, my younger brother. You know him, you love him, Mark McMorris. Come on in. How are you, big fella?
I'm lovely, thanks. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm excited to kick this thing off. Episode 7, Triple Threat. You surf, you snowboard, you skateboard, all in one day. The holy grail, if you will. What do you remember from us trying to attempt this holy grail, Mark?
What I remember is it being absolutely a logistical nightmare, and we put all our chips in to complete this triple threat, but we came up short.
But right now it's super foggy and it's not looking that good.
A little bit of a hiccup in the morale. Not giving up on the 3 shreds, but it might just have to be a different shred.
So we ended up doing the water sport as in a rope jump. So wasn't the triple threat, but we tried.
I think there was things that we did in that episode that messed up our juju, if you will.
Wow, okay. I didn't know we were talking juju today. So if we can go into the juju, and the juju was there. I did a frontside ollie at Alouette, felt like Rick McCrank, and then we got to snowboard on the glacier. You built your little kicker, did a backside rodeo. I rode that spine, and surely we were meant to go surfing in Tofino.
So those were all the highlights of it. I think the lowlights of it, and when I look back at the episode, I think maybe pooping in the lake at Alouette Lake
That was
maybe
a low.
Mark decides to, instead of just taking off his pants, which Fergie did, Mark takes every article of clothing off he owns.
I love how it echoed. That's what the echo says. I pooped.
That was a low. That was maybe a no-no, and maybe got us some bad
But also
karma.
a win for me at the time.
And why don't you tell the folks at home why that is a win?
You know what? I was dealing with a lot of stress, and I was having a tough time releasing my bowels, if you will.
Okay.
Boys, let's get it together here. We're here to skate, not to be out in the water pooping all day long.
I think my bad juju, I think my bad omen, Mark, was the fact that I didn't flip off the rope swing. And that has haunted me ever since. 7 years, I haven't been able to sleep, Mark.
It looks like I was already in the water, but that's just urine in my pants, because this is gnarly. I'm actually kind of scared.
As little kids, you were the first one to be able to backflip on a trampoline. I had to learn after. I'm pretty sure you were the first one to flip on a snowboard. But what's up with the rope swing? You just hang on too long and then you get all worried?
I'm so scared.
I think maybe that's a part of it, but if you can reference this photo right here, a lot of people forget we were doing a selfie challenge in there, right? I don't know if you can see that.
Did I selfie and backflip though?
No, so
I
you didn't
whooped
do you didn't do a selfie. So I took a selfie while I was rope swinging.
Yeah, boy.
We talked about the omens. So I think spiritually we didn't be successful because of that, but I also think that logistically our biggest downfall was this gentleman right here. I don't know if you can see that, Mark.
The worst portrait of Ferg.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the perfect male body looks like right here. This is it. This is the epitome of style. This is the epitome of everything.
I think I'm gonna smile like that in all my photos now.
So Fergie Kincaid, he was head of logistics, okay? We went to him and said, hey, we want to do the triple threat.
If anybody could hook it up, it'd be Fergie, for sure.
He'd probably say yeah.
He's a yes man.
Fergie being a pretty cool cat, I'm pretty sure he's gonna give us the A-OK.
Should be doable. I mean, we have all the locations. It's just a matter of getting there. It's going to be probably one of the coolest days we've had. To be honest, we've had some pretty cool days.
He really did set us up to succeed, and he is not the weatherman.
No. If this is your weatherman, you're having some serious issues, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna rain every single day.
Every freaking time.
Yeah. Let's get Fergie Kincaid on the line because he's our guest. We're not just gonna show you a cute little photo of him. Oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Look.
Hey, Fergie. How are you?
Yeah, boys, I'm doing well. How are you?
Do you like this photo?
This is the apex, right, of your life?
That is the absolute apex of my life. It has just been straight downhill real fast since then.
I actually told Mark last night I was going to keep him until he won the Olympics.
Can we talk about episode 7 really quick because there's so many really fun things. What do you remember from that? This is the first question I asked Mark when we started because it's kind of hazy. 7 years is a long time.
One of the things I remember the most that I thought was the funniest was just like how bummed everyone was when we realized we couldn't get to Tofino.
Dude, that...
Mark is definitely a little bit bummed about this. He was really looking forward to going surfing.
And I just remember Mark like sitting on the dock and like there was sad music playing in his ears, and we were all just so bummed that like we had just flown up, skated this rad spot on a lake, and we were still just like so devastated and sad.
Can't win them all, and at least we have a nice dock here for him to sit on and be emo for a little bit, you know, think about things.
Totally. Blink-182 is pumping in my headphones.
Which track?
I miss you. You know what actually sticks out so much to me too is when we're on the glacier and like I'm like thinking big picture, riding that spine, and Craig's like digging this little highway hit.
What's your game plan here for digging this out?
It's not gonna be big by any means, but
Okay, well, let's stop right now then.
It took Craig 45 minutes to build that jump, and it couldn't have been bigger than 3 inches.
Okay, I'm just gonna go really small.
Well, you were right. You went really small.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, because I'm on a glacier. It's an ice
He was
cube.
digging out a freaking tunnel for a 4-foot backside rodeo.
And guess who got upside down, hey?
And guess who got a scenic heli shot of them riding a spine in frickin' July?
Is that a spine? I didn't know that.
I think it was.
I thought
And
that was
honestly, I was proud of that shot because it looked pretty neat and I was throwing buckies. I was surfing the wave even though we couldn't get to the Tofino to surf.
I have to say that carve, I was more impressed with that than with Craig's trick so far, because at least Mark landed it.
We throw this crazy idea triple threat at you and you say, okay, I can make it happen. How hard was planning that?
You know, I mean, I think on paper it felt pretty easy, but that fog really was a bit of a logistical nightmare. Weather seems to be always sort of the X factor, you know, in this, and I'm trying to work on being able to control it, but it's not panning out great.
I want to bounce back to that comment. How close are you to controlling the weather currently?
I'm getting there. That's part of this beard I'm growing. I figure if you have a beard, you probably get a bit closer to.
Well, you resemble Old Man Winter more, right?
That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. All right, let's take a look at what I thought my bad omen is. 7 years later, I didn't do a flip off the rope swing, albeit I was trying to take a selfie, but I think I should have went back and done that. So let's watch that clip right now. Drop it in, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that is a scary ass rope swing.
See, I took a selfie there.
You did take a selfie. You could see that pivotal moment, though, that you kind of like pulled out from trying to flip it.
YOLO.
always going double.
Oh!
Nice, bud. Top-notch performance of the athletes on that one, you know? They're a little nervous going into it, and they crushed it.
Obviously, I didn't do a backflip there, and you know it's been bugging
No,
me.
you
So
didn't.
I went up to that rope swing. Unfortunately, it has been cut down by somebody that Mason Michon was talking about. We talked about it on the truck on the way up.
That's right.
Mars.
Yeah, Mothers Against Rope Swings.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gaining some traction, that organization.
They are an 18-wheeler coming down the hill, and there is no pullout. They are just going full steam, cutting down trees like they're in the logging industry. It's crazy, man. So I texted Mason Michon, our hero, our savior of episode 7, in my opinion.
Oh, boy.
Hey, pal.
I don't mind helping these guys out. You know, they're looking for something to do, and it seems like the right choice.
And he showed me the direction of a new rope swing. I went there and then tried to do that. Let's take a look at that, see if I impress you with this, Furry.
Yeah, let's have a look.
A victim. The platform of the Loggers Lake rope swing lies lifelessly, cold-blooded. The rope swing may be dead, but the animals are alive at Loggers Lake. Behold. You know, it's not what we thought we were gonna do today, not gonna lie. I didn't think I'd be at this rope swing, but you gotta make do with what's available. This one could almost have a sketchier takeoff platform. This is sketchy, okay. First swing went good. I'm still alive, that's good. Now it's time to break this omen. Let's do a backflip. Well, hopefully that breaks the omen. I didn't flip off the rope swing in the episode. I did here now in Whistler. Back to you in the studio, Craig.
That guy is good looking, eh?
I think you look better.
Oh, thank you. A lot of similar traits there. Nice backflip, Craig. Thanks for the throw. Mark, is it time to do this? Is it time to watch this episode?
Episode 7. Let's go. Triple threat.